Hi guys, and welcome to another Nathan's Beer Review. The beer I'm going to be reviewing for you this evening is the Australian Brewery's Australian Pale Ale, a 4.8% alcohol by volume Australian style pale ale brewed by the Australian Brewery out in Rouse Hill of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. I've just finished reviewing the Australian Brewery's Pilsner, which should be available on by the time this one's uploaded, because it's already uploading, which I didn't find too bad for a Pilsner. It was a bit sweet for mine, so I think I gave it a B. Not terrible. But yeah, so this is their Australian Pale Ale. This is the beer my mate raves about. If you've seen my Pilsner video, I've got a mate who lives fairly close to the brewery. He's always going out there and drinking and out of the brewery, so he raves about this pale ale quite regularly. Found this in Dan Murphy's, bought it for just under $5 a can. It's crisp, refreshing flavour and aroma of citrus and passionfruit from Australian grown Galaxy hops, fresh, pure Australian. The ingredients are water, barley, malted barley, hops and yeast, with the hops being Galaxy and Cascade, all Australian grown malt and hops. This product contains gluten and yeast, and the best before is the 10th of the 4th, 2019, with the brew date being the 10th of the 4th of 2018, where I think it's the 6th or the 7th of December, so it's definitely not the freshest beer, but it's in a can, so it should be fine. What else can I tell you about this beer? It is 3 out of 5 hop cones, 26 IBUs, 375 mils or 12 fluid ounce cans, and coming in at 4.8%, which is 1.5 Australian standard drinks. Brewed and canned in Australia by the Australian Brewery, 350 Anning Grove Road, Rouse Hill, New South Wales, 2155. Or under license in Singapore. It's imported into Singapore by Magnum Spirits and Wine. So they've managed to get themselves a contract outside of Australia. Good on them. For a small little Sydney-based brew pub. Yeah, never had it before. Just like the Pilsner, I've never had any of the beers from the Australian Brewery before. I've never been out to the Australian Brewery. Keep meaning to go out there with my mate, but so yeah, they've started canning and distributing their beers now. Like I said, I found this in Dan Murphy's for about just under $5 a can. I'm going to pour it into my Cooper's Tulip, which should be clean. Anyway, let's get this beer review underway. There we go. Nice crack on the opening. No smoke, but I finally rarely get smoke on canned beers. Got about 3/4 of the can in there. So it looks very similar to the Pilsner. It's a light golden, yellowy appearance, slight chill haze on the glass, but it isn't the most filtered of beers. You can sort of see through it, but it is quite hazy. Has a good level of carbonation flowing up to the top to reveal a 2-finger of soapy looking white head. Looking very refreshing pale ale, essentially. It's not dark like you would expect an American pale ale. It's definitely more Australian style pale ale. Very light golden. The smell. Every beer review I end up snorting some of the foam. Very citrusy, very, very fruity. Extremely fruity. Got mango, passion fruit, grapefruit, a little bit of like rock melon. The sort of smells you definitely associate with Galaxy and Galaxy hops, and Cascade hops too. But yeah, very, very fruity, very summer fruity sort of smells. Almost smells like a bowl of fruit salad. Alright, smells very refreshing. Let's dive in. Cheers, guys. Just like the Pilsner, very smooth. But the flavours are definitely a lot more subtle and a lot more subdued than I was expecting. Good levels of carbonation. Got a nice sweetness throughout the beer from the malts. And also that sweetness you'd expect from almost like a fruitiness. And that fruit sweetiness. Nice little bitterness. It's only 26 IBUs. The Pilsner was 36 or 38 IBUs, and I didn't think that was very bitter, but this bitterness is very much at the forefront of the sip, and it dissipates pretty quickly. It's light. The mouthfeel is light to medium, but the beer itself is quite light. Very sessionable, very easy drinking. On a very hot day, this would go down an absolute treat. It's definitely one of those summer sessionable beers, you know, sitting around at a barbecue, sitting around in a beer garden, sipping on a very simple pale ale. Yeah, the hop flavors are very mellow, very subdued. They're not punching you in the nose. Not, you know, I thought they were going to be a little bit stronger, judging by the nose of the beer, but yeah, it's very sessionable. Good level, entry level pale ale. But Australian pale ales, like their American and Indian counterparts, aren't really well known for their really strong, vibrant flavours. You know, and it's got to do with the climate that we're in. You know, they're definitely more mellow, definitely something to session on. You know, you can knock back 4 or 5 of these, you know, or more. This would go down excellently with, you know, some food, some steak, some seafood. You know, probably pairs well with most meals, but a very nice, a very mellow, a very easy drinking pale ale. Probably not my favourite pale ale, but would I go back and buy it again? Look, if it was on special, if they had cartons of it on special for, you know, $50, I'd probably pick one up if I was doing a barbecue with some friends. It's very easy drinking, very sessionable. Has a nice dryness at the end. It's not overly dry, it's not overly hoppy. It's just a decent, sessionable, Australian style pale ale. A step up from your Cooper's pale ales. You know, it's another good entry-level style pale ale. If you enjoy your Cooper's pale ales, this isn't going to be a massive step up from it. You get that same sort of citrusy sort of notes at the beginning of the beer. And there's nothing offensive about it. It's just very easy drinking. So what am I going to give it? I think just like its Pilsner counterpart, I'm going to give it a B. Got a police station just 200 metres that way, and it sounds like they're all racing off for something. Yeah, I'm going to give it a solid B. It's a very good pale ale. It's a very good pale ale. It's not the most excellent pale ale I've ever drunk, but it is very drinkable. It's very sessionable, and it's definitely a beer that you'd enjoy on a really hot summer's day here in Sydney. So, a solid B for the Australian Breweries Australian Pale Ale. Cheers for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, click like, subscribe. Tell me what beers you want me to review down in the comment section. Tell me if you've had this beer. Tell me if you've been to the brewery. Tell me if you enjoy this beer. Tell me if you enjoy the brewery. Just talk to me. Anyway, yeah, cheers, guys, and I'll see you in the next review.